Welcome to this episode of Black Beat Podcast, where we take an unapologetically Black approach to profiling the people, the stories that are significant to the connectivity and advancement of our community. I'm John Washington. I'm the CEO and editor-in-chief of Flosser Media and your host for each Black Beat Podcast and episode. Here with us today is Tony Devine, founder of Arubah Juice. His wellness drink is all organic, all natural, and incorporates a blend of herbs and trace minerals that work together to restore the bodies to sound health, repels oncoming 5G technology and dangerous ELF, electric low frequencies, which are known to cause cancer. Welcome, Tony. It's an honor to have you here today. You know,
Yes, sir.
I've been looking forward to this interview here with you. As me and Tony goes back a long way, and I've been watching him in this juice, this Arubah juice for a couple of years now, and I've heard some real interesting stories that have come out of this. But today, I'm gonna allow the owner and the developer and the inventor of this significant and magnificent drink, and a variety of other things that I heard that goes along with this. Let's tell our listeners, Tony, a little bit about your story. Where
Okay.
did you start it? Where did this all start at, man? Tell us a little bit about your background, how you got here to where you got, is so forth and so on.
Yes, sir. It goes back to May of 2013 when my other half came home after went to get checked and see if she had any form of cancer. Then it came true that she did have cancer, stage 4 cervical and ovarian cancer. So of course I was knocked out with that one. I'm like, oh man, God really tested me on this. So the Spirit told me, you got to go to work, stop complaining and get to work. So I knew of an alternative therapy, a cancer treatment that they don't promote in the public too well. And so I studied these herbs and put together a proprietary blend of herbs and put along with this base liquid juice and created this elixir, a liquid superfood. I had her drink it every morning before she'd go to work and do that. And she did that alternative therapy. And in January 2015, the cancer was gone. And she just had her blood work done about 8 months ago. And it's nothing. They couldn't find nothing. So the Spirit told me, man, you got to get this out and help God's people, regardless of your budget, your credit, or whatever. But you got the Spirit. You got to get out there and help his people with this product. So I called the FDA, and because at first I was going to promote it as a weight loss drink. But the lady I spoke with said, no, sir, you don't want to do that. You may not want to do that because we're going to want to run all these tests on it. But what you can do is tell people it suppresses and neutralizes the appetite. And this stuff is truly a miracle. It's amazing. It's a miracle. And from that product came the dietary supplements, the herbal packs. And then I met this 87-year-old Mormon who's a premier water scientist that's hidden here in Salem, Willamette Valley. And he taught me about the healing properties of alkaline water and how in Japan they have over 250 hospitals that treat patients solely on high alkaline water. And he hooked me up with some Mormons out there in Utah. He said, I'm going to help you out, son. And I got in contact with the Mormons over there. They provided me these ingredients, these trace minerals, and lo and behold, the alkaline drops with trace minerals, zinc, copper, magnesium, and selenium. And also, I really put it on steroids, just to figure speech, because I know about amplified nanoparticles of monatomic platinum, gold, and silver. And if anyone who studied ancient history will know that the ancient Egyptians and ancient people throughout the earth use monatomic gold to help them build these giant monuments and structures. And it's weird too, because Dr. Sebi, Sebi, I had a dream about that brother because he introduced the majority of us to the alkaline diet. And I had a dream that me and him was sitting in a room and they were expelling us out of the country. And about 4 months later, the man died. So I was telling one of my traveling man brothers out there in the Bay Area about this. He said, brother, let me tell you, you want to visit Dr. Sebi when he was in that room, in that cell over there. I said, well, you think? He said, yeah. So to make a long story short, I have this liquid superfood, and truth is stranger than fiction, because we're residing out here in Willamette Valley, and the ancient people going back to about 8,000 BCE, natives in this territory called this area the Valley of Sickness. And the beauty of it is that there were people who had infirmities. They would come here to heal. And it's just not no coincidence that this stuff has healing properties. And my other half is so weird because she named it Aruba, because I was trying to come up with some old fancy name, but she wanted to keep it organic and grounded. And she came up with the Hebrew word Aruba, which means restoration to sound health. And man, I'm just here to get this product out because good health is true wealth. And I appreciate you and Flossie Media for giving me the opportunity to tell this small portion, a part of my story with these amazing products that we have.
Thank you. You know, Tony, you obviously got a background and you have some knowledge about some of this kinds of stuff, but talk to me a little bit about what's your thoughts and perspectives on the natural healing versus conventional approaches to treating illnesses and diseases.
Well, I know that we're naturally, every disease or ailment that's on the planet has a cure in the natural world. And there's a certain group of people that don't want you to know that, because the health industry, the pharmaceutical cancer industry is a major, major resource for the people who control this matrix. And I always recommend people go watch this. My son, El, turned me on to this documentary on Netflix called, instead of What the Hell, it's called What the Health. And I promise you, if you watch that documentary, your whole perception of food that you're eating will change, because you are what you eat. And my other half, I never personally knew this, but I kind of thought that for her heavy consumption of meat could have been a cause for her cancer, because I was researching on that. I said heavy meat consumption could possibly cause cancer. And so, we, as far as the COVID vaccine, I have one brother, the same brother down in California. He called me and said, brother, you got to get me some of that liquid superfood over here, because my wife and son has COVID. I said, what? He said, yeah, get me some of that stuff over here. I need it. So I sent a nice package out to him. About 3 months later, he did a video on my Arubah Juice. He posted on my Arubah Juice Facebook page and testifying that his wife and son no longer had COVID-19. And if you know or not, silver is a good deterrent against bacteria. And with these low ELF waves coming off these 5G towers, gold being an excellent conductor of energy, and it stimulates the electrical impulses in your brain cell. So we have this. It's just amazing. But go ahead,
It sounds
John.
like it, man. I mean, because you take us down the road, though, man. Is that a lot of us ain't awoke to, you know, and so, so how has the pandemic affected your business, Tony, or 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 is your business and you in the pandemic? How y'all functioning in that environment, and has it affected your business in any kind of way?
Somewhat, and yeah, somewhat because I was working with Steve Morton over there at the Marion Polk County Food Share over there, where I was using their kitchen over there. I was the first person to start using their kitchen as a commercial kitchen. But when the COVID came on board, that all shut down. So I had to go old school and get in my kitchen and go to work, keep working. But I just found it so interesting that this COVID came on board and these products came on board right before and right after that. So it's just wow. But I'm not stopping because I'm here to do my part and fulfill my destiny with helping people help themselves. Because there's a saying that go, don't do it for the don't do it for the income, do it for the outcome. I say, well, do it for both because we're in a capitalistic society. And if I can give this stuff away, I promise you, I will give it away. But unfortunately, I can't do that because we're in the system that we're in and we're in a capitalistic society. So it's got to be a price on it.
So, Tony, tell us a little bit about some of the success and challenges as a Black business owner here in Oregon. What has that been like for you?
Um, it's been a challenge because a lot of people, especially when they see my sigil that I wear, the pendant and my logo, Facebook took my sigil down off my background, of my back wall picture. And yeah, I've seen people give me weird stares because I have the sigil on my other car, and I've seen people give me weird stares. But those people obviously forgot. There's a story about the brother who invented all the peanut butter products, George Washington Carver. He asked God for the secrets concerning the universe, but God told him, I can't give you the secrets concerning the universe because it might kill you. But what I will do is give you the secrets concerning the peanut. This man created over 300 uses for the peanut, even linoleum. And I don't want to throw negative energy out there, but Black people have a history of their products and inventions being stolen. I got an offer from a company out of Vancouver, Washington, some millionaires. They wanted to me do a licensing agreement with them, but I'll be honest with you, I was paranoid a little bit and scared, so I turned it down because I understand quantum physics teaches everything is energy. So whatever you're working with at the time, the energy goes into your project, whether you're making love or you're cooking or whatever. If you're in a bad mood, it's going to go into your relationship, your whatever, the food or whatever. So, but
It's all good.
yeah.
Yeah. So, are you basically saying that to a bigger degree that race has does impede the Black businessmen in Oregon and in this country? Has it impeded you in you getting your product to the marketplace?
Well, no, not really, because when I was before the COVID hit, I had got in a few dates at the Saturday Market in Portland and a few other events out there. So that shut it all down. But for the most part, these products, and as living out here in Salem, I don't tend to promote it as much as I would like to. But I feel that the people in Portland are more open, and embracing alternative healing and alternative health. I know there's a lot of people beginning to wake up and want to they know their body is the temple of God, as they say, and they want to take care of their temple. And I feel people in Portland have a more, they're more open to deal, to experiment with alternative healing property methods and whatnot.
So tell us a little bit about the long-term plans for what Aruba Juice. Where are you going? What's your long-term plan for Arubah Juice?
Good question. That's a rather complex question. I don't really know how to answer that. I hate to say that, but I really don't know how to answer that right now. Because are you in this just to become financially set? Or are you in this to help people? I'm in it for both. So if I could, I'm working on a business plan. A friend of mine working on a business plan now. So eventually I'm going to have to come to the table and we're going to have to break bread because it is what it is. That's what I'm going to eventually have to do. But right now I'm just staying focused and keeping it independent, Black owned, because I feel that, I want to back up, but this is a guy, when you mentioned about Black business, there's a guy in Portland that had a barbecue sauce, and he got it to where he got some stores out here that was interested in it, and he got a packing company. I think they call it packaging, but he had to give up his ingredient. Well, what they did was they added one extra ingredient, and it wasn't his product no more, and they stole it from him. And he got so frustrated, he sold his house. Him and his wife moved to Texas. I was just up in Portland speaking to his brother the other day. He said, my brother left here very heartbroken. So I'm kind of leery about sitting down with people and talking about this. I know, they have non-disclosure agreements, stuff like that, but some people don't abide by those. So.
What if you had something to say to the listeners about your product and about a little bit about the background, all that? Is there something you want to say to them about your product that people just are not seeming to hear, or they haven't heard, or you would like them to hear?
It's a product. Well, if this may sound weird, but truth is stranger than fiction. If you're not spiritually inclined, my products won't work for you as opposed to a person who is spiritually inclined, because it is back to energy. So man, I kind of got lost there a little bit. My mind is all over the place. But if you have another question, go ahead, shoot it.
Well, the same question, I'm going to come back with it, is what is it that you want people to know about your product?
That the products, all four of my products, inhibits cancer cell growth. And if you understand what you're dealing with right now with all these cell towers being put up, if you don't know, you need to know and do research on all the ingredients I use. And man.
It's all good, man, because of the fact that ingredients are significant. And then this 5G technology is blanketing the planet, and we don't know what kind of responsive reality is coming for that. So what I'm hearing you say is that your product in large has some antidotes to a lot of the situations that are coming on us that we don't know too much about these days. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. For example, we drink, most people are now beginning to move over to alkaline water, but we use toothpaste with fluoride. And if you do a little research, fluoride that they put in toothpaste calcifies the pineal gland. And I have this superfood called spirulina. This stuff deters the oncoming disease, Alzheimer's and dementia. And spirulina decalcifies the pineal gland. So this stuff is truly, these products are very quantum. They man, ain't nothing like it. I know it's just a part of the Christ energy and healing. And I'm gonna do my part. I can't do everything because I don't know everything and know everybody. But I trust that the right people are gonna come in the area, and we're gonna work together, and we're gonna become a great success, and nothing can stop us, because it's not. I have good intentions, and I want to help people, man. It's not about just filling my pockets up. No, it's not about that. I love to help people. You know, as a Leo coming from the heart chakra, it pleases me to know I've served, I've helped people. It's not about the ego. It nourishes my spirit and my soul. So you know, I just want to help people, help themselves.
So, Tony, how can our listeners get a hold of you and your product?
Well, 971-283-3741 or Arubah Juice at gmail.com, ARUBAH Juice, JUICE at gmail.com.
Man, thank you so much, my brother. I've been looking forward to getting you on this podcast to be able to hear some of the thoughts you have about around your product. Because again, I've heard so many different stories about it, you know, with people talking about how it has improved the quality of their life. So I want to give a good shout out to you, my brother, man. I'm so glad that you bringing this technology and these thoughts to the marketplace. And again, I want to thank you for being part of our show, where we take pride in improving people's perceptions of their capability, their significance, and their influence in our communities and in the lives of others. So, my brother, it was really nice to have you on the show today. And hey, man, keep on doing what you're doing, because we do appreciate you. You hear?
Yes, sir. And thank you so much, you and Flossin Media. I appreciate you very much.
And before we leave, again, I just want to get clear so that people can know how to get your product and how to reach you. So can you share where a person can get the product and how to reach you, my brother, to further this conversation?
Yes, sir. My online store, www.arubahjuice.com. And you can just reach out to me at the number 971-283-3741 or email me at arubahjuice@gmail.com.
And that phone number slowly again?
971-283-3741 or go to arubahjuice@arubahjuice.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Devine. And again, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. And I look forward to seeing what people's comments and thoughts are about your product.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a good afternoon.
You also, my brother. Yeah.
Thank you.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love.